Welcome back. You're still tuned into Trading Hour. Well, one of the stocks on our radar is Cipla, which fell as the street is not too enthused by the subdued India business growth and how the US growth was impacted due to temporary supply issues in one of their drugs. The company said that drug issues are expected to be resolved by the end of Q3 FY25. The domestic branded formulations business was impacted due to slow seasonal growth. My colleague Vinnii Motiwala spoke to the CEO Umang Vohra on the outlook for India business and a lot more. Listen in to what he had to say. The stock is lower by 4%.
For sure, the India business trajectory, the second half will be much better for a couple of reasons. I think respiratories are as a key franchise, and for that, the season typically starts now, October, November, and then continues way on until February. So I think we're seeing a strong trajectory, expected trajectory for it in this period. Plus, I think the chronic franchise that we have is going higher than market. It has grown higher than market in the first half of the year. We expect that to continue. We've added almost 800 to 900 people in this year in our field force, and we expect that those additions to start resulting in some amount of sales. So I think yes, the second half of the year is going to be faster than the first.
Okay. Also, on terms of the Lanreotide drug, where you mentioned some bit of a supply disruption and challenges currently. Also, today there was something that came in that Ipsen has confirmed Sun Pharma also launching this drug by June 2025. Do you think then the slowdown that we are seeing right now, maybe that could continue even next year or eat up in terms of the share that you're seeing there?
I'm not aware of the launches from people. I think we expect to be pretty much back on track with our supply production's already on. So hopefully Q4 onwards we should be okay. Late Q3 and Q4 we should be okay with our supply. Okay. I'm not aware of any slowdown. I think the market is quite big to accommodate multiple players.
Okay, so no worry on that front. And just lastly, in terms of any updates on the launches on the peptides respiratory inhaler front, and margins have been quite good compared to your guidance. So is there any change on that front for your guidance?
No, I don't think any change to guidance. Typically for us, Q4 is a slower guidance from a operating margin perspective compared to the rest of the quarters. So no change in the guidance. I think peptide launches, we're expecting them to start coming, hopefully over the next 6-month period. We've got a few peptides that were approved, the smaller ones. But expecting more peptides to start getting approved over the next 6 months.
Okay. And just lastly on US business also, what is the growth that you are expecting there going forward? What do you think will be leading the growth there? Any launches on that front specifically?
No, so I think the US in Q3 will not be as big because of the supply issue on Lanreotide. But I think we are bouncing back in Q4 quite significantly from that aspect. I think US is completely dependent on launches. We're guiding to a normalized base for Q4, in the range of 230 to 240 million. That's a normalized base for the US business. Now, if the launches come, they add to this.
Well, a very interesting conversation there with Cipla, guiding to a slightly moderation as far as the top line is concerned in Q3. But moving on, let's now slip into a short break. Up next, we'll discuss the second quarter earnings of Greenply Industries with Manoj Tulsian, the MD and CEO of the company.